Oh, they fill this jar up too. That salt is like all the way to the top. Oh. It's a little messy. It helps with blood circulation. It helps get out a lot of toxicities, and then it also prevents spider veins and things like that, which I have been getting a couple. It feels a lot nicer than some other scrubs I've used. And my skin is like visually shinier. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to use this all over my body later. I don't know why, it just kind of felt like a and today I am going to be opening up a couple of things that I got from Bare Botanics. Bare Botanics is a fairly new company. They only started making products maybe like 4 years ago, if that. And they have a super small lineup. They're a really small business, and they're actually located in the Midwest, which is fairly local to me for an online store, which I love. I love buying from small businesses that are local to the US. They only carry a handful of products. You can find salt and sugar scrubs, exfoliating brushes and gloves, cold pressed oils, and body butters in their online store. And they keep everything super basic. Like their ingredients list on all of their stuff is super short. Some of them even only have like 3 ingredients, which I love. I think simple is always better when it comes to natural products. I can just trust it a little bit more, I think. But today we're just going to be trying out the exfoliating dry brush. It's a palm held one. And I will also be opening up this salt scrub here. And I love the way they packaged this. It's basically gift wrapped up, like, I didn't pay extra for this or anything. So they basically gift wrap these things for free for you. So it's a really good gift to somebody if you need to like mail them something. And then also it's just fun to open for yourself. I'm gonna open up the dry brush first. I have never done dry brushing before, but I've always heard really good things about it. Like the benefits sound really good. So I am excited to do this. The bristles are strong, like they don't have a ton of movement to them, but it doesn't feel too scratchy. So we'll see how that feels on my skin. I'm not 100% sure. A few benefits that you get from dry brushing is it like causes lymph node drainage, and it helps with blood circulation. So it helps get out a lot of toxicities, and then it also prevents like spider veins and things like that, which I have been getting a couple already because I work on my feet usually. I am really excited to try this out. And then we'll go ahead and open up the scrub, and it's got this cute little string as a ribbon on it. So I got the coconut vanilla salt scrub. They really taped this thing in here. So there's the box underneath. It comes with this little greeting card. That's super cute. I love whenever companies do that. There is also a little wooden spoon inside of this box, and that comes with every scrub every time you buy one. I love that it's a wooden one and not a plastic one too. I try to refrain from using plastic. I love that it's a wooden one and not a plastic one too. I try to refrain from using plastic any chance that I get. So that's nice. Okay, so here is the scrub, and it comes in a giant 24-ounce jar. I personally have not seen a lot of scrubs that come in this big of a jar. Usually they're like 10 to 15 ounces. So hopefully this will last a long time. We're gonna go over the ingredients really quick, and you can already tell that this is a super short ingredient list, and you really don't need a ton of ingredients, especially for a scrub, because typically all you need for a scrub like this is some kind of moisturizing oil and some kind of salt or sugar. I like how well they kept it, and a lot of these ingredients have really good vitamins and stuff in them, just from my knowledge on ingredients. So the first ingredient is sea salt, of course. And then they have aloe vera, which is very soothing. Avocado oil has a lot of like fatty acids in it and stuff, which is good for moisturization. Coconut oil, shea butter, that has vitamins A and E inside of it, so that's a good addition. Jojoba oil has a whole bunch of good stuff. Argan oil, vanilla, which I I'm gonna assume that's for the scent mostly, because I don't know that vanilla has any good stuff in it. And then coconut extract, and they add in vitamin E itself too. So super simple ingredient list, all natural. Obviously, like you can tell, there's no weird scientific names on the ingredient list, so that's great. Let's go ahead and open this. That's kind of hard to get into. I might just, oh, they fill this jar up too. That salt is like all the way to the top, which is another rare thing that you don't see with a lot of these scrubs and lotions or anything really, you know. Get it filled all the way to the top. It is really salt concentrated. A lot of scrubs that I see have oil sitting on top of it, but honestly this is so finely granulated that it might just be mixing in a lot better than some other salt scrubs that have thicker granules. And I like the finer granule salt scrubs better than the thicker ones because I feel like they're not as coarse on your skin. Like I have very sensitive skin, and the coarser ones cause me to get a rash sometimes. So this should be better. It smells like coconut and vanilla, but like natural coconut and vanilla, not super sweet coconut and vanilla. I like it better. If you like earthy scents, then you kind of know what I'm talking about with this. I'm just gonna try a little bit on my hands, I think, to test it out, because I want to use the dry brush on my legs and arms, and then I might go over it with this. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how the dry brushing goes, but I'm just gonna use it on my hands for now. I'm gonna guess you probably only need like that much. You don't really need a lot of salt scrub for just your hands. Oh. It's a little messy. Yeah, it's not like as oily as a lot of other scrubs, but it feels nice, and it kind of just like sits on top of there like that. It doesn't feel like abrasive at all, honestly. It kind of just feels like, I don't know. It feels a lot nicer than some other scrubs I've used. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm getting scratched up, and it doesn't feel like that with this at all. But it is moisturizing. I can feel like the hydration on my hands right now. It's not as dry as what it looks like for sure. And that little bit goes a long way, honestly. Like, I could probably use this much on like my whole entire arm. Okay, I'm gonna go rinse this off really quick, and I'll be right back. So that scrub is definitely more moisturizing than it initially looks and feels inside of the jar. I don't think I've ever felt my skin feel this soft before. And my skin is like visually shinier, I think. Whenever I was rinsing the scrub off too, you could see like the little water beads kind of just like falling off of my skin, which means that the oils inside of this are creating a really good moisture barrier, and it's doing its job really well. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to use this all over my body later. I don't think I've ever felt my skin be this soft before. All right, I'm gonna move on to the dry brushing now. It says to start with your feet and do small strokes all the way up towards your heart. So I'm gonna start down there, and then I'm gonna move on to my arms and do the same, moving everything towards my heart. And it tells you all of this on the side of the box here too. It's on the back, how to use. So yeah, this isn't just like a figure it out on your own thing. And then it also tells you all of the benefits of dry brushing on the side here, if you're more interested in that. So I do feel lighter after doing that dry brushing, if that makes sense. There were a few spots that were a little bit sensitive, like on the underneath of my arms, like right here, and then on the backs of my legs. It just felt too scratchy for my liking. Like it didn't feel therapeutic like it's supposed to be. But I did really like using this on the bottoms of my feet and on my palms, actually. I don't know why, it just kind of felt like a massage. Like it doesn't make much sense because I was literally just doing strokes like this, but my feet and my muscles just feel more relaxed now. I don't know if that has to do with like the circulation thing that it does or removing toxicity through your lymph nodes. I don't really know, but it does feel better. And I would like to note that after using this over that scrub, like my skin still feels really moisturized. It doesn't feel like it just scrubbed all of those oils and everything that went on there with the scrub off, which is kind of what I thought would happen, but if anything, I feel like it moved it up my arms more. I think with this, I'm gonna work this out a little bit more, just maybe on the tougher parts of my skin, like the bottom of my feet and the palm of my hands, before using it on the more sensitive parts, but I definitely do enjoy using this as well. Overall, I would definitely recommend Bare Botanics. I love how simple everything is. They don't make anything too complex to where you don't understand it. It's just very back to the basics, nature, holistic type of self-care, and I love that. And I think it works better than some of the other scrubs that I've used before. I've just never felt this soft after using a scrub. I usually feel like irritated more than anything. So I love the instant effects that it gives you. Check them out for yourselves. They're super affordable. They have like 10 to 15 different types of scrubs that you can use, plus a bunch of oils and everything. So I would definitely check them out. And if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to see more unboxings like this one.